I was giving an in-depth business system presentation to a room full of really hardcore martial arts school owners when somebody raised their hand and asked why I hadn't included the financial systems with it. For a split second, I felt that familiar punch to the gut, exposed, unprepared, like I missed something obvious. My heart rate spiked and my mind, it went blank. Well, here's where it gets really interesting. Instead of freaking out, I used the exact 10-minute brain hack I'm about to teach you right now, recovered my confidence in real time, and we closed 90% of those martial arts schools that day. Hi, I'm Will Deek, college professor and longtime martial artist, and today we're talking about the brain hack that turns insecurity into unshakable confidence in just 10 minutes. We're going to bypass your mental spam filter with a 3-step system that works with your brain instead of working against it. See, your brain has a built-in lie detector, and it's working against you every time you try to fake confidence. Think of it like a mental spam filter. When you tell yourself, I'm successful, but your bank account says the exact opposite, your brain says, that's BS, and it hits delete. I want you to know this isn't your fault. It's cognitive dissonance, and there's actual research backing this. The Sage Publications study, Positive Self-Statements, Power for Some, Peril for Others, found that traditional affirmations can actually make people with low self-esteem feel worse instead of better. Here's what's happening in your brain. When you repeat something like, I'm amazing, but deep down you feel like a fraud, your amygdala, that's the brain's threat detector, treats this attempt at fake confidence as danger. It triggers your stress response because your brain thinks you're lying to yourself, which could lead to overconfidence and falling prey to real threats. So your nervous system floods with cortisol and your heart rate increases, you feel more anxious, and then you're just worse off than when you started. There's nothing wrong with you. Your brain's literally protecting you from what it perceives as delusional thinking. But here's the difference between affirmations that backfire and ones that work. Instead of, I am successful, try, I am capable of learning. Instead of, I am fearless, try, I can handle whatever situations come up. Your brain can accept these because they're about process, not perfection. The problem is most people, that's where they stop. They think working affirmations are enough, but your brain needs more than words. It needs biological proof that you're actually safe and capable. That's where your physiology comes in. We're going to use your breath, your body, and your imagination to create genuine confidence. That's from the ground up. No fake it till you make it nonsense. Just 3 steps that work with your nervous system instead of working against it. Your confidence starts with your breath. When you're anxious or insecure, your breathing becomes shallow and rapid. This sends a danger signal straight to your nervous system, telling your brain that something's wrong. But here's what most people miss. You can instantly reverse this process. When you control your breath, you can control your state. This isn't meditation fluff. This is basic neuroscience. This technique is called 4-4-6 breathing. Breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Breathe out for 6 seconds. The longer exhale is key because it activates your vagus nerve, which triggers your parasympathetic nervous system. This is your rest and digest response, which is just the opposite of stress or the fight or flight response. So try it right now. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 4. Now breathe out slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Feel that? Your heart rate just slowed down. Your shoulders probably dropped a little bit. You just told your brain, I am safe and in control. And you didn't have to say a thing to yourself. Do this for 2 minutes and something interesting happens. Your cortisol levels, they drop. Your heart rate variability improves. More importantly, your brain stops scanning for threats and starts looking for opportunities. This is one of the things I learned in martial arts training. A centered breath equals a centered mind. When you're breathing properly, you can think clearly under all types of pressure. When your breath is scattered, so are you. The beautiful thing about this technique is this works instantly. You don't need to believe anything or change your mindset. You just need to breathe correctly for a couple of minutes, and your biology, well, it does all the rest. Now that your nervous system is calm, we can install the confidence trigger or anchor. And this is a physical trigger for confidence using something called embodied cognition. This is the idea that your thoughts aren't just happening in your head, they're connected to your entire body. When you change your physiology, you change your mental state. Here's what we're going to do. Take your thumb and forefinger and pinch the skin between them. Not hard enough to hurt, just enough to create a unique sensation. Now, this spot works because it's not a place you're normally going to touch this way, so your brain's going to remember it. But here's the crucial part. We're not just creating a random gesture. We're going to anchor a real confidence experience to this physical touch. So I want you to think back to a time when you felt genuinely confident, not fake confidence, not pumped up, genuinely sure of yourself. Maybe it was nailing a presentation, standing up for yourself or somebody you cared about, or mastering a skill you've been working on. Pick a specific moment and really dive into it. What did you see? What sounds were around you? How did your body feel? Now amplify that memory. Make the colors brighter, the sounds clearer, the feelings stronger. This isn't about creating a fantasy. It's about accessing the confidence that's already inside you. Your brain recorded that moment perfectly. We're just turning up the volume. At the peak of that feeling, when you can really feel that confidence in your body, pinch that spot between your thumb and your forefinger and hold it for 10 seconds while you stay in that really powerful, confident state. This is neuroplasticity in action. You're creating a new neural pathway that connects this physical touch to this confident feeling. With practice, that simple pitch becomes a confidence switch that you can flip on anytime you need it. Test it right now. Think about being confident and go through the process. Now release the pinch. Think about something neutral for a few seconds. Then pinch that spot again. Feel that? That's your confidence anchor. The more you practice this, the stronger that connection becomes. Now we make it bulletproof with simulation. Now, most people think visualization means imagining everything going perfectly. But that's not how professionals do it. Astronauts don't visualize successful launches. They simulate everything that could go wrong and how they'll handle it if it goes wrong. Athletes don't just see themselves winning. They practice recovering from mistakes. This is the difference between visualization and simulation. Visualization is hoping for the best. Simulation is preparing for reality. Here's how humans actually think. When I say think about walking through snow, your brain doesn't just produce words like a word bubble in your mind. You see white, you feel cold air, you hear that crunching sound. You're using all your senses to create that experience. Psychologists call this embodied cognition. Research shows the same brain areas light up when you're imagining something as when you're actually doing it. Right now, imagine the smell and taste of chocolate chip cookies. Oh, just taste them right now. Your brain thinks you're eating cookies. That's not a trick. That's how your mind works. We're going to use this to simulate handling tough feedback in a meeting. Picture yourself in that conference room. See the faces around the table. Hear that manager's voice as they deliver criticism about your project. But here's where simulation beats visualization. We're going to practice the obstacles as well. Feel your initial defensive reaction. Notice your heart rate spike. Simulate your mind going blank or wanting to argue back. Now simulate your recovery. Feel yourself and take that 4-4-6 breath we practiced. See yourself sitting up straighter. Hear yourself saying, I appreciate the feedback. Can you help me understand what specific changes would make the biggest impact? Practice this scenario with all of your senses. See yourself staying calm under pressure. Hear your measured professional response. Feel your steady breathing and relaxed shoulders. There was an experiment with college students that proved how this works. One group visualized getting good grades. The second group simulated the process, studying for specific hours, handling distractions, preparing for problems. The simulation group scored a full letter grade higher than just visualization. Why? Because simulation makes you think through the process and the problems. When challenges come up in real life, you've already practiced handling them. This is where the black belt mindset comes in. Masters expect to get hit and know exactly how to respond. They don't visualize never getting touched. That only happens in the movies. Instead, they simulate getting hit, dealing with it, and recovering even stronger. Spend 5 minutes simulating that tough meeting. Practice the obstacles. Practice your recovery. Practice staying centered when things don't go perfectly. Your brain is learning that you can handle whatever comes up. So that's the 10-minute formula. 2 minutes of 4-4-6 breathing to reset your nervous system, 3 minutes anchoring real confidence to a physical trigger, and 5 minutes simulating success under pressure. Try this for 7 days and watch your brain rewire itself for genuine confidence. Oh, one last thing, just hit subscribe for more brain-boosting hacks that take minutes but change everything. And the free course, Silence Your Inner Critic, is where I walk you through building your own black belt mindset plan step by step. Until the next time, this is Will Deek wishing you only success. And remember, you can use your breath to take back your confidence anytime you want to.